You have selected Shuffle.
Welcome to the ShufflePod. I'm Woody.
I'm sorry, I have my mouth full. I am George.
Hold on. Let me take that out. Sorry, George. I'm DJ.
No, it's okay. Did you soak that in something?
Delicious, huh?
It tastes like date rape drug. Which makes no sense. I'm already... whatever. It is what it is. I am excited about today's show. I really didn't have anything in my mouth. I was pretending because it's all about something pretty good that I'm not going to steal from DJ today. But
Now go for it.
let's talk here real quick about everybody's day.
Well, first off, we're recording this on the ShufflePod birthday.
Happy birthday to the ShufflePod. Happy birthday. The ShufflePod gives me a better bod, is what it is. And I figured that out after 1 year. Congratulations. Boys, it's been fun.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, our 1 year lease is up, so we are done.
We're out of
Yeah,
here.
we're done. We don't have to do this anymore. And so until next week.
Yeah, and you can find us next.
There is no
you can
next
find us
week.
next week on Stuff You Should Know. We're the new co-hosts of Stuff You Should Know.
Yes.
That show's going way down now with us on it. We know nothing.
Yeah, I love that show.
It's fantastic.
That show is so good.
It's fantastic. So,
Have you guys checked out the next podcast on the left yet?
no.
No, I have not.
I don't understand.
Oh,
what
wait.
you're reading.
Yes, I have. I started. They're pretty good. It's a decent podcast. I get a little crazy though with the whole Satan thing. I realize it's a joke, but they get.
Is that the one you told me about?
They get a little crazy
Oh, my
with it.
God.
They get a little crazy.
Well, no, but we lest we forget that Woody was raised in a very strict Pentecostal church.
I'm so super freaking suspicious. Oh, not suspicious. Superstitious.
Suspicious. I've always thought he was a little
Suspicious.
suspicious.
Actually,
I'm suspicious about Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
I get real
sorry.
superstitious about stuff like that. I don't know.
Well,
I
Satan's
don't know.
gonna
It's
come.
just.
We had a phone call about this the other day. He's like, man, I feel like it's opening me up to the devil. And I was like, what?
Oh my God!
I
It
was
is so
shocked.
scary.
Yeah, I don't know. I realize that it's all just like a joke, and it's it's more the atheist thing than the Satanist thing. But I just I don't know, maybe
Definitely.
Satanic Panic from the '80s got me. It hooked me.
Did you used to listen to Judas Priest records backwards too?
Right, King Diamond.
Sweating,
He's like-
sweating profusely.
I burnt the family dog alive. I don't understand.
I had a lot of friends that were into like King Diamond and all that when I was growing up, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Little skinny
George's
puppy.
daughter is starting to get into that stuff, isn't she?
Oh my God! Did I tell you about that?
No.
Woody? She just turned 11. Happy birthday, daughter! And
She's like, yeah!
well, she's like starts playing Rock Band, right? Well, she finds all these metal songs, and Jamie comes up and she's like, "Our daughter, I'm pretty sure, is going to kill us in her sleep." And I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "She's singing like Five Finger Death Punch and all these other, metal acts and stuff." I'm like, "Oh." And so she comes up, and my daughter comes up and asks me, "Dad, can you add some metal to my playlist?" I'm like, "Oh, okay," and she goes, "How about this Ghost BC?" And I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "Ghost BC."
I've never heard of
I'm
that.
Like, oh, okay. So they're a Satanist band, and so I added a song or two to her page,
love
and
it.
then it came up, and she's like, "Hey, what's this Meshuggah?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're a Swedish death metal band." She goes, can you add some songs? I'm like, "Sure." So I add some of that. She goes to take a shower, and she'll take the iPad in to the bathroom, and I'll hear we'll be sitting in the living room watching TV, and I'll hear from the bathroom, and I'm like, "Oh my God!" So then she comes out later on and asks she goes, Dad, can we go to a concert? I'm like, okay.
No.
You know, and she said, can I go see Ghost BC? I said, no, sweetheart. She goes, why not? I said, well, they're Satanists, and I can't take a 10-year-old to see, you know, a Satanist show yet.
Mosh pit.
And
Wait till
she
you're
goes,
11.
well, how about Meshuggah? I said, well, they might be Satanists also. She goes, oh, yeah, because their song that you gave me, you put up, it's called Blood. And I'm like, yeah, it is. So then she goes, well, can I go see Iron Maiden? I'm like, yeah, you can go see Iron Maiden. And, yeah, so I was going to take her to go see, like, Social Distortion when we were down in Columbus, but the tickets were too expensive. But, yeah, she's into all this crazy... And then they're going to, her and her friend are starting a band. Did I tell you about this?
No, that's awesome.
They were going to call it, they were going to call the band Bloody Panda.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I'm not real sure that that's going to be very proper for two 10-year-old girls to start a band called Bloody Panda. And then they were like, well, we decided on Night Blood. And I said, why all the blood?
How about Night Panda?
And,
you know?
Yeah.
Night Panda.
So I'm like, I guarantee you. I told Jamie, I said, it's true. She's going to kill us both in our sleep.
How about sparkly unicorns?
Could you see George and his daughter, like, at one of those concerts, like, in a mosh pit, like, him just trying to protect her? It would be insane.
And her just kicking him in the balls so she can go.
Right. Or it would be him, you know, hey, honey, me and you, back to back, we'll clear this whole fucking place out.
Just like on at that bachelor party. God, that was an epic party.
Oh, my God, I love it.
Yeah, but she's into metal and horror movies now and stuff, and I'm just...
That's so crazy, because, like, yesterday, my kid's just getting into, like, the Harry Potter thing, and I rented the second movie, and my wife's like, don't you think this might be a little too scary for him? And I'm like, come on. And your daughter's into, like, The Omen, and...
Oh, yeah, she laughed during The Omen. She's like, man, this isn't very gory. I'm like, well, we went to Columbus over, took a little 4-day vacation, and Jamie and I took her, she wanted to see that Atomic Blonde movie, which is a great movie. It's awesome. It is rated R, and we were okay with that. You know, we just thought it would be like language. Yeah. There's a pretty in-depth lesbian scene ×2 in that movie.
Nice.
And when we bought the tickets, though, the guy that sold us our tickets he goes, it's rated R. Are you guys okay with that? We're like, yeah, because we got she was under 12, so she got the children's ticket. So we took her in, and then they did that. But she's such a good kid. She actually covered her own eyes during that. And but I was sitting there, and I look over at Jamie during the scene, and I'm like, oh, this is awkward, huh? And Jamie's like, oh my God, I can't believe we did that. But that movie was awesome.
Oh, wow.
And then, and then we took her to the zoo, and she was like, I hope I get to see 2 gorillas. Fuck. No, I'm kidding. She didn't say that. But she's like, oh, do gazelles scissor like that? And I'm like, oh, God. No, it's, we had a great time, though. So what'd you guys do?
Real quick, that movie theater, did you go to that real nice one in Columbus with the real nice seats and they serve beer and all that you hear about all the time?
Yeah, that place is awesome. I had a really good burger there, and Jamie got nachos. She said her public service announcement is don't get nachos in a dark theater because you can't tell what's on them when you're scooping. Yeah. So
I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have got nachos, too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was like a vegetarian nacho.
But you got a burger at the movie theater?
Yeah, they serve everything. It's at those AMC dine-in theaters. They had a full menu. You could get wings and burgers and stuff like that.
Oh, wow. How was
it was a good
how
time.
Was their burger comparative to?
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah. Now, does that take away from the movie experience? Do you hear a bunch of people like?
No,
I wasn't there.
It is. It is probably. It's probably the loudest movie theater I've ever been in as far as decibels for the movie.
Okay. So
it is so loud it gave me a headache at one point.
I don't like that. Last movie I went to was the new Planet of the Apes one. I forget what it's called. It's so good. There was parts of that were, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old, but they were a little loud.
Yeah, I can see that.
I took my boy to the Despicable Me 3 in one of those. It wasn't like you couldn't get like food delivered to you and stuff, but it was it had the super wide leather seats that like
they all do.
Push
Most
button
of them do
and
now.
reclines and all that. Oh, it was wonderful.
Tinseltown?
No, we were.
Yeah.
I think it was somewhere else. It was Massillon, I believe. But when you buy the tickets now, they're like, okay, tell us which seats you want, and I'm like,
Yeah, you have to pick your seat.
yeah. I was like, oh, okay, So I don't know. I didn't know. I'm not real big on that,
I loved it. I like having my own seat, and I buy them usually on my phone, just real quick. Bloop,
Yeah,
buy
that's
them,
what
and
I
you
do.
walk in, they scan your
Oh
phone.
wow, you can do that.
You go through.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Is that through
Yeah.
like Fandango or something? Or
Yep.
Okay.
The
You can, or
Cinemark-
you can go straight off
Cinemark
the
app.
Cinemark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, when Tasha and I went to see Planet of the Apes, we pick our seats, we sit down, and then these people come in. There was about 8 of them. So this guy, okay, it's in the preview, so it's not like it's too terribly annoying, but he walks up, this old guy, and he goes, "Hey, can you guys scoot down a seat? That way we can all sit together." And I'm thinking, I don't give a fuck if you can sit together. I did it because I didn't want to be a dick, but like, I wouldn't have had the balls to do that to somebody because
Especially at
you
that
know
where you
that
pick your own seats.
Right. You know that everybody picked the seats they're in. So, like, maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe you're, like, OCD and you got to have that seat. This guy's like, he didn't really ask. He's like, how about you guys scoot over and then we can all sit together.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
old
but
DJ
then-
didn't come out and how about you suck my dick? Is what.
Well, though, that what he's not telling you is the old man then in turn shared his popcorn, and DJ ended up grabbing his cock at the bottom of the popcorn box because he put it through.
And the whole reason why this whole thing went okay and there was no conflict was the guy was probably wearing a Michigan shirt, right?
No, here's the reason it went okay with no conflict. The whole thing was Tasha and I had to slide over one seat. So I had to slide and Tasha had to slide. So what did I say? I said, Tosh, why don't you just move to the other side of me? So I didn't have to get up. so she gets up, moves to the other side of me. Problem solved.
I liked it. That's good,
Yeah.
like management. Right there.
Management. Oh man.
I like that. I'm going to use that, George.
And the whole reason why I say about the t-shirt thing was, George, one time DJ and I we wanted to watch the Ohio State Michigan game, and it was like we wanted to go out to a bar to do it, and so we found.
Which is always a
Well,
mistake.
no, because I was like, all right, we're gonna find the smallest little shithole bar that like nobody is at. Okay, so we go to this. I think it was like the Anchor Inn or something like that over by Myers
I
Lake.
don't think I remember this.
And and so we watched the game. Ohio State obviously beats the shit out of Michigan. DJ's hammered by the end of it, and he's getting all pissy. And I'm like, all right, it's time for us to go. And we're walking out, and I think I might even have had him by the hand or by the arm or whatever. And
By
there
the
was
hand.
By the
by
hand.
the
Often
hand.
walks with me hand in hand.
But like sitting.
Woody's like, you're going to toss my salad now, son.
Sitting like at the far end of like this little end of the bar kind of thing, there was this old guy, and he was all dressed up in Ohio
It was
State
that place
shit.
with the short bar stools.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah. And as we're walking out, DJ looks at him. He's like, "Fuck you and fuck your shirt," and kicks a chair at this guy. I'm like, God damn it! We're 2 feet from the fucking door. Like I almost had him out of there.
He said something to me.
Or
Yeah, like good game or something like that. It was an old
Yeah,
guy that would have been
But it
absolutely
was sarcastic as shit.
terrified of you.
it was. You know damn well it was sarcastic as shit. How about the time, Woody, were you still there at our Halloween party when DJ dressed as Jeff Garcia?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He came all bedazzled and
Pink
stuff.
jersey.
And I actually dressed as a cheerleader.
Right.
Got a great
Well, it's the
picture
end of the night, and we're all standing around this bonfire, and DJ's just obliterated, right? And so he, and I think he was drunk when he showed up because he left his car at some bar. I don't know, and I remember
about
the
right.
next day I drove you to get your. I don't know, it was weird, but we're all standing around the thing, and some guy's like, no, he goes, oh, Michigan sucks, and out of the blue, like DJ like pops like out of like a groundhog right out of a hole. He goes, what the fuck did you say? And this kid's like, what? And now of course it's the two, when they're drunk, loudest people, like their faction of friends and my faction of friends, right? It's like this thing, and he's like, oh really? And he goes, say it again, bitch. And I'm like, I go,
again, I don't remember this at all. I've never even heard the story.
Don't do it. And the guy goes, what? I said Michigan fucking sucks. And DJ goes, say it again. I go, don't say it again. You know? And like I put my hand on DJ's chest and I'm like patting him. I'm like, hey, listen, not here, not right now, you know?
Right.
And he goes, I'm not going to do it because I respect you. But say it again, bitch. And so I'm like, there's no way. We're not getting out of this alive, right? Because there's like me and DJ are the last two surviving members of our faction of friends, and there's like 8 of theirs, and they're all runners, and you know, just like they're all in great health and everything. Basically, I get winded, you know, wiping, okay? And I'm like, which I can't remember if is that the same time we had the boxing? No, that cannot be the same.
No,
that wasn't the same party. It was right around those years, though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was around that time. But
I think it was JD's idea to get those boxing gloves, wasn't it?
No, that was
my brother.
Yeah, Jim's.
My brother was the one that wanted it because he wanted to get a petting zoo. Remember that?
Yeah.
He tried to talk my wife into renting a mule.
Yeah, we were discussing this late night at the truck stop. After a heavy night of drinking, so that's where the boxing gloves came from. Was your brother?
And that was the Jello shots. That was the pinata full of Jello shots.
Yes, that was all the same party.
Yeah, that was amazing. That's when I bit.
Oh, that you should explain that the boxing gloves weren't boxing gloves; they were inflatable boxing gloves, which ended up popping, and we didn't stop boxing.
Yeah,
we did not stop boxing.
I believe they were called Bopper Sockers or
something like that.
Yeah,
from the dollar store.
Yeah.
Yeah,
great idea.
And my wife was like, "Don't buy those," and I'm like, "I think they'll hold up." She goes, "They're for children," and of course they didn't hold up. The first like roundhouse that anybody threw, they blew up, and then we're just like having these deflated things of plastic on our hands. So basically, it would just cut you more. You know. That's when I bit Dimitri in the leg.
Sure was. You guys went rolling down the hill, and
he ended up with a concussion.
He's like, he bit me. He's biting me. Yeah, it was a bad.
That was so much fun.
So good, but so bad.
Yeah, DJ doesn't care how many people are there. It doesn't matter.
That was the greatest. Yeah. He's like, say it again, bitch. I'm like, oh god.
All right, well let's get into our topic today.
I got no segue for that.
I was trying to like feed you some when we were talking about the food at the movie theater, but you didn't grab onto it. So, but anyways, we're talking about fast food today. Our favorite fast food restaurants.
I don't know how anybody would put 2 and 2 together right there that we were. Yeah, you're right. Other than if you drink a lot, you end up at one of these places.
Oh man. So anyways, what's your guys' favorite fast food? What's your top, not just like individual item, but like top place overall? We'll start there.
Okay, if I had to just go somewhere
and explain your situation. Your situation is unique.
I have a weird situation because I'm a vegetarian, so I have to order stuff without meat. Probably Taco Bell would be what I like. Like a lot of people don't like Taco Bell because it makes them like sick and gives them the shits. I don't have that because that is 100% the meat. You don't get the shits from anything at Taco Bell except the meat, and I don't get that. So Taco Bell doesn't do anything to me. So that's probably my favorite.
What do you order at Taco Bell? Like what?
Any taco without the meat. Absolutely anything on the menu you can get. Anything.
Yeah, but there's really nothing to it.
Like a bean burrito. He can get the bean burrito.
No, he's talking about getting
cheese quesadillas.
A taco, no meat. So taco shell, lettuce, cheese, and what? Sour cream,
you could
tomatoes.
Well, you can substitute the meat for beans, though.
You can put beans or rice in it. I usually don't, but I have. They have the spicy potato taco. There's all kinds of stuff. You'd be surprised. It doesn't change the flavor too much either.
No, how would you know?
because I've had pieces on and you can taste it, and it's like it's not that big of a difference. The overall, I mean, it's a different flavor, but it's like an overall, when you're done eating it, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. And I've had people order it without that eat meat, and they're like, yeah, it's really not that big of a deal.
George, have you ever been with DJ when he wants Taco Bell when he's drunk? It's horrible. God, I think this is one of the very first nights we hung out. He's like, "Oh, let's go to Taco Bell," and I'm like, "All right." We go to Taco Bell, and they're just getting ready to close. He orders his meal. We pull around. He grabs it, starts heading back, and he's checking it, and they put meat on it. So he's like, "Go back," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, all right." So we go back, and they're like, "Sorry, we're closed. There's nothing we can do about it."
Oh, that time, fuck, I was mad.
He's punching the drive-through window.
No, I got out too, and I was hitting the door.
Yeah. Until they finally, what did they give you? Free coupons or something?
I don't remember how it was resolved. I just remember being furious.
I'm just glad that the cops weren't called. It was really.
They got
close.
They got some fat guy to dig his fingers in and just scoop the meat out and eat it himself. There, no meat.
One time at Taco Bell, all right, what they do is they always use these different sauces on their taco, like chipotle and, different things like that. And I just like sour cream. I tell them I want sour cream instead of chipotle or instead of the spicy ranch or whatever the sauce may be on that particular one. And so what they do is they, on their menu thing or on their screen, the order screen, it says, minus chipotle plus sour cream. Plus sour cream is like 50 cents a taco.
Yeah.
They don't take any money off when they take the chipotle off, but then they add money for the sour cream, and I get in arguments all the fucking time. And the one time, I was infuriated. So I was like, you know what? I'm paying for the goddamn chipotle or whatever it was. I want it in side dishes. Go ahead, I'll wait. So she gets it, puts it in these little plastic container side dishes. And I said, thanks. And then I just threw it back in the window and took off.
What an asshole.
Sons of bitches.
You're like you give vegetarians around the world a bad name.
He's the violent vegetarian.
Yeah.
That'd be his wrestling name.
The violent vegetarian who would be like literally twice the size, just completely yoked up, huge if he just ate meat.
Right.
Right.
Oh, man.
How about you, Woody? What's your favorite place?
Man, if you go all-time favorite place, I love Long John Silver's.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love that their chickens. Their chicken is unbelievable.
I would have never thought Long John Silver's. God damn, Woody.
It's so good. Shrimp and fish, everything they've got. I love it. I just absolutely love it. That's my all-time.
You eat shrimp from them, though?
Yeah. Well, hell.
That's kind of where I draw the line.
I don't know. It probably should be, shellfish from something like that, but man, it's good.
Yeah, it really should be. I could see somebody getting really sick from that.
I mean, I probably got an iron stomach from the truck stops I've eaten at over the years, so.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could probably just eat roadkill right off the.
Probably, yeah.
As long as the maggots have turned to flies.
Yes.
Because they eat all the bad stuff off of it. So, Long John Silver's. Wow.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's one you don't think about. You're right.
It's kind of fucking random, though.
They're hard to find, They're not.
They're in a bunch of Taco Bells now.
Yeah, Taco Bells are kind of going. Oh yeah, they're a double.
The combined store.
Yeah.
That's right. We got one up in North Canton that's a Long John Silver's. Now, Arthur Treacher's was the other.
We used to have one
right?
down here, and they finally went under, and they ended up turning into a Subway.
Now,
so.
Look at see if we had a video. I'm making a mustache with my finger under my nose, and I have no idea why. Am I fucking crazy, or was there a burger chef?
Yes, absolutely. There was a burger chef in Medina, and when they closed, it turned into a mattress store. And I used to be the manager of that mattress store.
Woody's
it was like the only mattress store with a drive-through window.
That is crazy. And then, so was Burger Chef like Burger King, and did they merge, or were they competitors?
No, they were competitors, and it never really went anywhere.
Not really competitors, though. Almost like a nowhere near the level kind of thing.
Right. It was almost like a Hardee's kind of quality. But
Now, wait a minute. Don't be knocking Hardee's, because on the Twitter,
Hardee's, I heard, really made a comeback.
there's,
as far as
oh my
quality.
God, they're monster double thick burgers and stuff. The people on Twitter like Hardee's, but we'll get into our Twitter poll and all this here in a little bit.
All right.
But yeah, dude, I love Hardee's. I've had food from there, and it's always a place. But Hardee's is always in like these little rural. I can't speak.
Rural.
What are they called? Rural.
rural.
The closest one to me is Minerva, and that's like a 25-minute drive.
Which is a very small town, correct?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the
rural.
R word. Yeah, don't make me say the R word.
What's your favorite, George?
Oh man, it's got to be. I love Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's is really good.
It's insert the Wendy's nuts joke. I love Wendy's double. Their Dave's Classic Double with their fries. Oh my God! And then
their fries are horrible.
No, they have the
no,
best
no.
fries. Best fries.
The
Are
new
you out of your
fries-
mind?
Hands down, best fries.
They're the worst fries
They're
ever.
amazing. You're
Who's
wrong.
your favorite fries, Woody?
I would have to say Rallies.
Oh my God, no! Rallies is damn good. That's on a
Yeah.
Different level.
Aren't
though.
those
That's not,
fresh cut?
What?
Rally's fries, aren't they fresh cut?
No,
No.
There's not a chance. They have this coating on them that you can actually buy a bucket of fries at Rallies.
Are they
Which
curly fries?
I mean, like
No,
no,
they're
straight.
but they're really seasoned.
yeah, but they're
like
curly fry
crazy.
seasoning. Yeah, I don't
No,
like that.
yeah, curly fry seasoning, right?
I don't
But
like
not
that.
the curly. Oh, they're
Oh my
so
God,
good.
they are so good. I mean, like, if put it this way, I would do. Okay, all right. Let's transition real quick. Perfect meal, and I'm just gonna go real quick here. If you could take like an item or two items from each of your favorite places, I would go with the Dave's Classic Double, a bucket of Rally's fries because those are good, and then like a Jamocha shake from Arby's.
Ooh, those Jamocha shakes are good. But have you
That
tried
would be-
their orange cream ones? The orange
No.
cream are delicious.
Oh. You know what I don't like now?
What?
McDonald's milkshakes. Why do
Yeah,
they not
man.
just do a standard milkshake? I don't need whipped
Triple
cream
thick.
and cherries and
Well, they got too thick. They're so thick. It's a frosty. It's not even a milkshake anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
did they change
You know?
them? I've never been.
Well,
a milkshake
I mean,
fan.
I'm talking. This is probably 20 years ago, but it used to be where you could drink a McDonald's milkshake through a straw. Now you
Well,
absolutely
I
can't.
it
know
would
that.
come in a normal cup.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. There was a woman I worked with at a couple jobs ago that I had, and I was going over to McDonald's for something, or over by McDonald's, and she's like, "Can you pick me up a shake?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And she's like, "Here, I'll give you money." I'm like, "Hey, it's a shake. I got it." So
Yeah,
I
you
went
should've
over
let
there.
her give you
It
money.
was like $5, and it
Yeah.
came in like this
Yeah.
all plastic cup and had whipped cream and chocolate over the top. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" I thought it was the
Yeah.
paper cup, real thin, milky. I was shocked.
Yep, not anymore.
I used to love the vanilla milkshakes from McDonald's, but now they had to go and fuck up a good thing.
Yep, they absolutely did.
What about
it's
you,
a
Woody?
it's a frosty.
Perfect meal.
Perfect meal. If we're saying burger and fry kind of meal, or like
Anything fast food.
Anything fast food. You want to go with your shrimp
Go with
from
your
a
combo.
Yeah,
fucking
Man, I'll
budget
tell ya.
shack?
I love that. It's two pieces of chicken and a piece of fish, and then add like 6 pieces of shrimp to that. That's so good. But I want to get my Coke from McDonald's.
Yes.
They have the best Coke.
It's
There is.
unrivaled. I don't understand it. Like, you can order a Coke from Wendy's, Burger King, wherever the hell you feel like ordering a Coke, but it's a little different at McDonald's.
Oh wait, you're saying like their Coca-Cola is better?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do something
Absolutely.
different to it. I strongly think that if you got like an insider at Coke, that they would say, yeah, there's a slight difference in the recipe. Just very slight.
Okay.
But I think
Well,
McDonald's
no,
has
you
something
might be
special
right.
that they
Yeah, because like nothing throws me into a frenzy more than when, because I love Coke. I love cocaine, and
do. Right off the hooker's ass.
they basically I make them.
So
I have
fresh.
them make like a funnel out of paper, and that's what they blow into my butthole. But anyways, the Coke But when they're like, all we have is Pepsi products, I'm like,
Yeah. I like Pepsi
You know?
products, but I don't like Pepsi over Coke. The actual
no,
colas.
I don't either.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Let's, you guys ever, like, I never think of, like, all these other places that people regionally have that are their favorites. I threw this poll out on Twitter, okay? And on Twitter, it completely blew me away. I used McDonald's, Wendy's, and Taco Bell. Asked people for their favorite, okay? And everything, it's very, very close. The results here, it's actually 57 minutes left in the poll, but we can consider it done. McDonald's came in third place. I had, with 24%.
Yeah, I believe
Wendy's had 26%. Taco Bell was last at 21%, which I didn't think. I'm like, what? How is Taco Bell? Burger King won out.
McDonald's has really gotten cheap as far as their food and stuff goes.
Well,
Well,
they're
they
trying to
have.
turn that around.
Except
They're trying
for
to
the
make
shakes,
those.
but I mean,
Well, no, they're trying to like make those signature sandwiches now, where
Yeah.
you can pick the protein.
it's not going to
and-
work.
No, it never does. Like they need to stick with what they're good at, which is Happy Meals and Big Macs.
But Burger
know?
King, how does Burger King, I mean, okay, I'm not knocking the people have spoken, but how in God's name does that win out?
Well, there's less Burger Kings. I think that makes people want it more. You don't necessarily, like when you go to around the corner wherever you live, around by all the fast food restaurants, Burger King's usually not right there for most people. So when you see Burger King, it's almost like, oh, it's a special thing. You know, oh, I'm going to grab Burger King. It's out here. You know,
No,
it's not always
I don't know.
right
Like, I agree with George. There's like really like everybody else is that kind of has their niche. You know, like McDonald's is all that's Happy Meals. I mean, they can make all their money if they wanted to just off of Happy Meals, and like Wendy's. It's it's the burgers that the meat's never been frozen. It's all fresh and stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
Your toppings are real crisp and fresh with them. So it's almost like a little fresher kind of thing. Subway's the subs and
The pedophile.
right.
Yes.
Right.
That
Taco
dude-
Bell is the spicy Mexican. What sets Burger King apart and what
I don't know. I mean,
I know
the
a
Whopper is
Whopper
delicious.
Wait, a Whopper is way better than a Big Mac.
Well, there you go.
Absolutely, hands down. I mean, I got people on Twitter here saying love the fries and onion rings.
Yeah, everybody.
Okay, maybe it's the onion
the
rings.
onion
Maybe
rings,
that's what it is.
they're good.
And people are talking rings with the spicy dip that full of fiber pod. He's his Twitter handle is at full of fiber pod. He put on there rings with spicy dip, and then this EMA _ radio 1 put zesty sauce with a smile face and some sunglasses. So there, people are loving Burger King, man, which blew me away because
They
like,
have
if
good
you give me a
fries.
choice, they do. But if you gave me a choice of where I wanted to go, I would pick Burger King last out of all of those.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any like weird kind of food things like
Like that you take into the bedroom with you?
Like the only way that I can get off is if, like I have a Jamocha shake, or I mean, what are you asking?
Oh God, I don't even know why I tell you guys this. I really shouldn't because
Oh my God, you fuck something, don't
did.
you?
No,
He did.
no,
He
but
fucked a Whopper.
no, but
Yeah.
like
He's like, oh, I put it in bread in a double Whopper, and the lettuce,
I need
the
that
wilted
mayonnaise.
lettuce gets stuck
like,
in my
okay.
foreskin.
okay, like
Oh God.
for lunch every day, my wife sticks a cheese like those cheese sticks where you pull them apart with string cheese.
Yeah,
like
string
a mozzarella
cheese.
string cheese. And
Like that's our
one day I left it sitting out for a while, and it kind of got warm, and I was like, because I'm so crazy about my milk, I'm like, I don't know if I should eat this. I'm hungry. I ate it, and oh my God, it was delicious.
Those are better
So-
warm.
right. So now I take them and I sit on them.
Oh my
As I'm-
God. It's like he's incubating his cheese.
Yeah.
What do you mean you sit on them?
Like
I
a
take
mother
it and
hen.
as I'm driving, yeah, that's exactly what I do. I take the stick and I just kind of stick it under my butt, and I drive with it for about 5 minutes. It warms it up sufficiently enough that it tastes
Are you
better
farting
as
on
they're
it to
warm.
even speed the process up?
I can't say that I haven't,
Oh.
but it's in a wrapper. It's not like
I am fucking disgusted. I literally for the first time in podcast history, I can't think of anything to say.
I want to
do
take my
this
headphones off and just hit stop.
I do this every day with my cheese stick. I'll stick it under my leg, or
I put
sit on it or whatever.
I take string
and my
cheese.
son now, like if I do it at home, my son calls it butt cheese.
You do it
the
at
whole
home?
family now. It's awesome. The whole family just
no,
takes string cheese and
he won't touch
cornholes
it. He won't touch it. He's
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like, it
because he's
tastes
like,
better
that's
warm.
nasty.
yeah.
Are you serious? You're making that up, right?
I swear on my life.
He has never told me.
Well,
this,
I know
and I'm
what
shocked.
the title is going to be, like
Yeah.
fast food and Woody's butt cheese now.
That's in the title. I've already determined that.
But like,
How the
you guys
fuck
don't have
we-
anything like that.
No.
Like, you got to dip your fries in your milkshake or like something.
Okay, I got this from one of the Chris Farley movies. This is
You pour mustard in your mouth.
Yeah,
I mean,
But he
And I'm
doesn't put a
disgusting.
mustard bottle in his ass.
I'm not sticking it up my ass.
Well,
I'm sitting on it to warm it
can't
up
say
for a
never.
little bit.
I mean, let's not.
You got to keep that truck cold, you know? I mean, hooker parts only stay good for so long.
The one weird
Oh
thing
my
I do,
God.
it's not really that crazy, and I just taught my daughter to do it when we were driving to Columbus. You get fries, and there's nowhere to put the ketchup in the car.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
So you tear open the ketchup packet just a little tiny bit, and you eat a fry and you suck a tiny bit of ketchup with the same bite.
Oh.
But you're not sucking the ketchup alone. You're putting a little taste of ketchup in with each bite of fry. It's exactly the same as dipping it, but there's nowhere to put it in the car.
No,
I got
it's
that.
not the same.
Chris Farley does
No,
that in one of
it's
the movies.
definitely not the
I'm
same.
telling you, try it. It's exactly the same. It's exactly
No.
the same. You're not sucking the
So
ketchup
far,
packet.
fast food hacks is if you want warm cheese, put it in your butthole, and then if you want fries while driving, suck on a ketchup.
Well,
packet.
speaking of fast food hacks, a while ago, George sent us a thing on Facebook of hacking Taco Bell's dollar menu. Because Taco
yes.
Bell has raised their prices significantly.
Oh,
I'm telling
God,
you,
yeah.
for what I get at Taco Bell to fill me up, it pays for a meal at Carrabba's for me. It costs $15 worth of Taco Bell food to fill me up. And no, it's not that much shit, though, because some of it's $4 or $5. Yep.
I'm laughing because you remember JD told the story about how he went to Taco Bell and he ordered so much food he got 2 drinks because he didn't want him
Yes.
to know that it was for one person.
Yes.
That's the greatest thing ever.
But if you order right off the dollar menu, they'll alter the menu items.
Yeah.
So you could order the spicy potato taco without the potatoes. That's on the dollar menu. Well, that's basically a soft taco supreme, or close to it. Substitute the meat for it. There's a lot of different things you can order that might cost 25 cents to add an item, but you just turned it into an item that costs $3.99.
Yeah, like there was that. I'll have to dig that article up.
Yeah.
We'll have to post it because it was basically these guys ordered off each item off the menu, and then went to the dollar menu
made
and
the
then
same
like
item.
substituted things,
Yeah.
and they saved like $20-some by doing
And
it.
here's the biggest hack part to it is Taco Bell does online ordering where you can just go give your name and then your food's ready.
Right.
That's where you do that because you don't want to in person try to explain that crap over the menu.
No, because somebody's gonna
Yeah.
take like Woody. They're gonna take your taco and put it in their ass.
But if they get it on an order screen, if they get it on an order screen, they just follow the directions. They're not looking at, oh, it's this minus this plus this. That's not how they're looking at it when they're making it. So they see the steps on how they should put it together, and they just put it together, and it's ready for you. It's brilliant.
Can you guys tell a difference that I switched chairs?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
All right.
Now,
All right.
I'm not telling people they need to sit on their cheese before they eat it.
Just all their food.
But just try it one time. Just leave a cheese stick out. Let it get about room temperature. One of those string cheese, and eat it. It tastes. It's got more of a buttery taste.
I
to
think
it. It's
Woody
amazing.
does this with all of his food, and I think it's a way of like being closer to his food.
Yeah. Yeah, he takes like bologna skins and puts it between his legs.
Yeah.
So it just cradles his bag, and then he's like, I eat it when the bologna starts to turn.
I think while he's sitting on the food, especially the cheese, he's extra alert and he's looking around for danger. Like he's
Yeah.
protecting that cheese. Anybody
he
gets near his
squawked
truck,
it.
he's ready to just...
Remember that time we walked up on him? He was like, he like squawked.
He
at
must
us.
have had
We're
cheese
like,
in
what
his
the
butt.
Fuck.
We didn't even know
and he
it.
pulled out a whole baguette. He just was like, pulled out a whole baguette from his backside and started gnawing on it. I'm like, what? He's like, what? It makes the bread soft. Yeah, no, I don't understand this whole thing about putting food by your anus is not.
It's under my leg, like my leg, or I'm
No, it's
like,
not.
I don't believe that, because the warmest spot on your body is your crotch and your crack. I think you put that cheese right on your seam and your Levi's.
He's like a wild animal, man.
He is. He's like basically like he goes and digs holes in the yard and buries his food, and then at night he runs out like a mongoose and digs it up and eats it. You know, just when it starts to turn, but it keeps the bugs off of it if he buries it.
This is why I didn't want to tell you guys this, and this is why I never told DJ this, because I knew you guys would take it completely wrong. Like, I could set it up on the dashboard and just let it get to room temperature.
That's what you could do.
But I keep that truck very cold, and it goes a lot faster because I want to eat my cheese stick while I'm eating my sandwich.
Jesus Christ.
So
why don't you put it in the glove box?
I'm horrified
because I can't reach the glove box from the driver's seat of the truck.
I can just reach. Why put it in the glove box when I put it in my prison purse? I carry everything up my ass.
Purse.
Jesus, man.
Woody, if you try taking it out of the wrapper
cheese.
and actually putting it in between your cheeks, it might warm it up a little better.
That is true. That is true. You'd have to peel the hair off of it.
Well, it'd be a more even heating.
Just takes about 5 minutes underneath one of my legs, and
Oh my!
it's sufficiently warm enough.
All right, I'm gonna bring up.
I could stick it in my armpit. I mean, that would warm it up too, but that would be gross.
I'm gonna bring. Yeah, that would be gross. Ew.
Yeah, not
bring up
right
another
by
topic.
your fart box.
It's in a plastic wrapper. I mean, it's not getting anything on the cheese itself. After it's warm up, I open it up and I eat the cheese.
Ugh. It feels like it's part of you. That's why it's better.
Yeah.
I think you guys are taking this too far.
Hold on, I got to bring up another fast food topic that I know two of us are extremely passionate about, and I'm really, really anxious to see George's take on this. George, the double drive-through at McDonald's.
Okay, that's it. What do you think about that, George?
I hate it.
Really?
Why?
Okay, here's why. Because no matter which one I pick, it's always the slowest one. You're talking about the order area, right? There could be 4 fucking cars on the left, and so I'll pull to the right, and there's like me and another car. But that car is basically, and I should like listen before I go, because that one car habitually is always, they're like, I would like a Diet Coke. Let's go a Big Mac, extra Mac sauce. And then, the whole skeevy family is ordering something. And meanwhile, all the cars are just shooting through like the Jetsons on the other side. Yeah. So then I'll switch. I'm like, God damn it. I'll back up because the Akron Beacon Journal paper delivery people are still ordering their food. And they're like, I just need more gravy. And then I'll pull in and they're like, blah, 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 blah. They pull their 88 Lincoln right around the thing. And then mine's the slow one. And it's just... It's
the anxiety of it. You're
nuts.
I can't handle it. Even if I'm the only one. I think that somebody at some time is just going to come in and swoop in on me. I hate it. I can't. It's just so anxious. And did you know that there's only one person taking orders still?
Yes.
It's not like 2 separate people or anything like that.
And how many times have you gotten somebody else's order?
I haven't.
It's only happened
never
once
happened.
to me.
But I still, it's just the whole anxiety of it drives me insane.
I
hate
have
it.
found that it cuts my McDonald's weight down by half. I love it. I zip right through them.
I think it's because you pick the right, the proper lane.
No, I've been behind the other person.
Every time
George,
pick the slow lane.
George, if there was one lane, that slow person is still there. It's just longer. It doesn't take that slow person away. You just, you might pick the wrong one, but if there was one, that guy's still going to be there hard like my heart.
You're right. Okay. And
unless they're like they get up to the window and they're like, oh, hold on, I haven't figured out what I want yet. that's what makes it the other line move faster. And that has happened to me before, where I got the window down, I'm waiting, and I can hear him go, "Oh, I don't know what I want. Hold on a second." It's like, but it's again, McDonald's. There's 5 things on the menu.
But again, that happens in a single line too. The same thing.
Yeah, I guess you're
it increases your chances of sliding through the fast one. I mean, you might not always pick the fast one, but it opens up your chances at being better than not. Woody's anxious part is like when he orders, he doesn't want that next car zipping in front of him. Where you merge together, he gets
right. I want my burger, not my burger with a side of conflict.
Yeah,
right.
I never have a problem.
Well, see, and the other thing, I'll go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying I never have a problem. We live in a society
because you love conflict. You hope somebody's going to do something.
Nose out in front of me.
That's the whole reason. You're like, oh please. Please have that soccer mom with 9 kids in the back of her car cut in front of me because I will slam her face against the windshield.
No, I just never have an issue.
Exactly, because they're afraid of you. They see it in your eyes. They're like, oh, okay, we'll let that guy go.
Fucking do it. Do it.
Here's the thing, though.
Pull out my
and
machete.
if I pick the proper one, the proper lane, they'll skip me.
What?
And take like 3. They'll take 2 or 3 other, and then they'll be like, "I'm sorry, sir. We're having problems with this lane. Can you pull around?" And I'm like, oh my God. So no, it's
all right.
You know who has the double lane figured out like the best is Rallies, because they've got like 2 sides of the building.
Yeah.
You can pick
I
which
have
side you want.
never in my life gone through the side where the passenger picks up the food.
Well, you can if you're by yourself, but if you've got someone else in the car, that's the fast lane.
I've never done that.
It would be the
I
fast
will
lane
sit and wait 15 minutes.
Yeah.
No, see, I'll take somebody with me just to go through that lane.
I didn't know they had that. Best drive-through. The best drive-through experience. George? I know what mine is. Want me to go first?
Best drive-through. Yeah, go ahead.
If you've been through, and this isn't a place you go a lot, but if you go through one of the newer Starbucks, their communication to you, first of all, there's a giant, probably a 50-inch LED screen, but sideways. The order screen.
Yeah.
And when they talk to you, it's like they're in the room with you. It is absolutely crystal clear. It's the most perfect audio quality. It's a great experience. Although I'm not a Starbucks guy. I went one time just to see it, But I got a cup of coffee, didn't like it. So
I could tell you the worst experience was up in Kent. By Kent State University, they had a Taco Bell that had a phone receiver you would pick up.
Oh God!
Oh, imagine how filthy
and I could
that
not
is.
get past. Yeah,
really.
I couldn't get past that. Like putting that skeevy thing up to my face.
Right in front of those Akron Beacon Journal people were right in front of you.
Yep. Yeah, because I knew
Drooling
damn well
on
they had the rickets or something, and I'd end up with it. Woody, what's your absolute best drive-through experience?
Man, I'm trying to think, and like,
Woody doesn't.
I like how
drive-thrus.
McDonald's. I don't. I hate them. I like how McDonald's like lists your stuff. Like you can. It's got everything listed out and printed on that screen and stuff. That's nice, but
it's the
I
worst
don't like the double
screen.
drive-through.
McDonald's has the worst screen for that. It's that crappy, those red dot lights.
Oh
they're always
What am I
burned
thinking?
out.
Who's got the? Is it Taco Bell?
Wendy's has the good
I don't
one.
know. Wendy's. Okay, so then I'm going to say Wendy's then because they don't have the double drive-through and they've got the good screen. But what I don't understand is like people who go to like Dunkin' Donuts or Subway and go through the drive-through. Like Dunkin' Donuts, okay, if all you're getting is a cup of coffee and like maybe a donut and you know what kind you want. But there's people that are like picking out a dozen donuts at the drive-through.
I have not seen a Subway drive-through since the one over on 62 a long time ago. They got rid of it.
No, there's a couple of them out here in Akron.
Really?
Yeah. I don't. Oh God, that drives me nuts.
That's not something you order in a drive-through because that's too long of an order process.
I don't know if I have like a amazing drive-through experience.
No?
No. I mean, they've all kind of just been, they bleed together, I should say.
Okay. Most of them do. Once in a while, one just pops out. This was awesome. This sucked.
Let me run back here to Twitter real quick. I tweeted another tweet out. Basically, from all the fast food restaurants, what would your perfect meal be? And the first people to respond were our buddies, Conspiring to Argue.
Yeah, I
Great
like that.
podcast.
I like that.
They said Monster Thick Burger from Hardee's, Potato Oli's from Taco John, and garlic dipping sauce from Papa John's.
Taco
Because
John.
fuck it, why not? And that was my thing.
What?
And then they tweeted me a picture. I said, I've never heard of that taco place,
Yeah,
but it sounds tasty. They tweeted a picture of it. It looks like a kind of Taco Bell. And then they sent a picture of the Taco John's potato Oli's. They're disc potatoes. They look
kinda
like sexy salt goodness.
Oh, like the flattened tater tots.
Like Burger King's hash browns.
Yes.
They're like little
Yeah,
flat potato tots.
and this Nick Macy, who's on the show, he's one of the hosts of the Conspiring to Argue. He said it's a sketchy Taco Bell.
Okay.
Potato Oli's are potato rounds covered in salt, cinnamon sugar, and absolute
What?
perfection.
Oh.
They have salt and cinnamon sugar.
Oh, that sounds like a dessert.
I feel like that's something that Woody can get behind and just seriously
yeah,
sit on for a while.
I could probably sit on that till it warmed up to room
you
temperature.
can incubate those for a while.
Right. I tell you, I do like that Papa John's garlic sauce.
But they have that everywhere now.
I will not buy anything from Papa John's.
Papa John's
That's
is gross. But that garlic
Well, no,
sauce now is
it's-
everywhere.
I like their pizza. I just don't like his business model and
he's an asshole.
How he treats his employees and pays his employees and does little things so he doesn't have to have insurance for them and just
I won't go to Jimmy John's either because that guy's a real asshole.
is he?
Yeah, I heard
never-
that's the big game hunter,
Yeah,
right?
Yep. He's
I
always-
never heard of Jimmy John's until I moved to Canton.
I love me some Jimmy John's.
It's
and they can
decent.
shoot all the elk in the face that they want. I don't
It's
care.
decent food.
They make a
But man, he's always posting those pictures of the big game. Ooh, that's rough.
yeah. Well, I mean, with you being a vegetarian, I get it.
No, I'm not an animal rights
Oh,
guy.
he doesn't care about animals.
No, I hate animals.
How about Nick Macy put down right here is I'd have to go with the A&W Spicy Papa Burger, a Taco Bell hard shell taco, and a Sonic raspberry lemonade slush.
Ooh, okay. I like the
fucking
new
starving now.
The new McDonald's cherry limeade slushies are freaking amazing.
okay.
So McDonald's for all drinks, although I have not drank pop in a long time. I cut that out, but I'll sneak a slushy every now
Yeah.
and then. But the Coke, as far as the Coke goes, McDonald's does have the best Coke, even though I don't do it anymore. But now the cherry limeade slushy. So either way, McDonald's drink. Wendy's fries.
Okay,
And some Taco Bell soft taco supremes without the meat.
Wendy's
Let me ask you
are
this.
are like Burger King's fries. They're horrible. They're too thick.
Oh, they're
and-
good. They're real good.
but for as bad as Burger King's fries are, their breakfasts are delicious.
Yeah, they're
because
croissant
they've got the
sandwiches.
discs of the little tater tot discs and the croissantwiches. Croissantwich. It's pronounced croissantwich. Now that is the best. What is your favorite fast food breakfast? Let's go breakfast here real quick.
McDonald's, I just do biscuits with cheese. Love them. Fantastic. They're so good.
I'll tell you, I like Speedway's croissant sandwiches. They're like a croissant sandwich with egg and
Yes.
ham.
Now, do you warm
I just got one the other day.
Okay, the
Yeah, they're
Speedways, they
good.
have the microwaves in there. Do you like...
No,
You know
they
that?
make them. If you go in there at like 5, 6 in the morning, they'll have a case of them that they've already made.
And they're already hot. They're
Yeah.
delicious. And they're
Yeah,
not
they're
like
real good.
soggy.
Right.
So you don't have
Like-
to incubate those?
No.
No?
No, he does not. They burn his cheeks
Okay.
if he'd incubate those.
You know,
Just
okay,
cheese.
here's one that makes really good food across the board. It's Sheets. And I had a hard time explaining to my mom, you got to try Sheets. You got to try Sheets. And she's looking at it as... Well,
egg salad sandwiches.
well, she's looking at it
Delicious.
as
Oh,
it's gas station
how
food.
could you?
You know?
How could you eat anything with made it with mayonnaise like that? Like from
Says the guy that puts cheese in his butt and eats shrimp
What do you mean?
from a
What do
fast
you
food
mean? What's the difference
restaurant.
between eating mayonnaise there or McDonald's?
I've got a weird thing about like what kind of mayonnaise I like. I like Hellman's kind of mayonnaise, and I don't like Miracle Whip or anything like that.
Okay, but
And a lot of those places, like for their egg salad or their tuna salad, man, they mix that with like some weird kind of mayonnaise. I just can't handle that.
I thought you meant it was like I'm not going to eat it from there because it's like a gas station That's what I thought you were coming at. I'm not
No,
eating
it's
mayonnaise
like
from a gas
they
station.
might use Miracle Whip, and I can't hack that.
Oh, no. Sheets, I think, uses Hellman's, as a matter of fact.
Hellman's I can get behind.
I know Jimmy John's does. And as a matter of fact, when we finish up this podcast, I'm going to probably drive to Jimmy John's. I'm gonna shoot a rare large species of animal and go get myself a sub.
I'm hungry
because
now.
I'm starving. Because they have the best hot peppers that you put on their sandwiches, and I love those, man.
Yeah, I still don't think I've had a Jimmy John's sub yet.
The best breakfast for me, hands down, is Burger King, but Taco Bell is right up there, man.
That's what I was just gonna ask. How are Taco Bell's breakfasts? Because I know.
They're so
I haven't tried them.
They're so good. McDonald's has the worst breakfast, I think, now.
You think?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know, man. Those what are the ones with like little pancakes and
the infused syrup?
Yeah. What are those called?
The McGriddle.
McGriddle.
Yeah. Boy, I could pound a couple of those easily.
I can't. I hate those. They're too sweet.
Daryl and I one night we watched that movie about McDonald's. About how horrible it is to eat McDonald's for like 30
and then
days.
Went right out.
You fat bastard.
And then we went to McDonald's right after that and I got one of those.
Supersize me.
Yeah.
Isn't that where you guys, didn't you guys go to Giant Eagle and buy a sheet cake?
That was a whole different night. We're sitting there, we're watching TV, and there was like this commercial for a cake pan came on. And he's like, man, I could go for some cake. And I'm like, yeah, we should go to like Giant Eagle and get like a cupcake or something. So we go, I get a cupcake, and he gets a half a fucking layer cake. Like one of those brown birthday cakes that they just like cut in half. He got one of those, and I got a cupcake, so.
Oh,
Jesus.
my God. Well, he used to,
it was a
Daryl's
big
favorite
cupcake,
thing was
so.
what is that thing called from KFC where they made
the Double Down.
Famous Bowl.
No,
it's the Famous Bowls.
It was the Double Down. That's what Daryl went crazy about. It was the, what is it, chicken?
Yeah, it had no bun. It was two pieces of fried chicken was the bun.
And what was in the middle?
Cheese and...
No, there was a type of meat. It was.
No, I don't think there was.
It definitely was. It might
No,
even
I think it's the one with ham, because it made like a cordon bleu, isn't it?
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
And they just came back not that long ago, and he just texted me just out of the blue, and he's like, "Oh my God, the Double Downs are back." I'm like, oh, so nasty.
That's hilarious. Absolute worst thing you've ever eaten from a fast food restaurant.
You know what? Rallies can fuck some shit up. That's like they've got a double fish sandwich, which is out of this world. But I've had it to where they have fried that fish so much that it's just like a hard piece of cardboard.
Woody has a really bad experience with McDonald's fish sandwiches.
Oh my God, that drives me insane.
You must have went on the phone
sandwiches.
call for 5-10 minutes about this. Go for it, man.
Okay, George. All right, what they do is they build those sandwiches. They like stick the bottom of the bun on the one part of the box and the top of the bun on the other part of the box. They put the fish on the one side, the cheese on the other part of the bun, and whatever the tartar sauce, and then they just close the box. So, and the cheese melts to the fish sandwich and to the bun, but the bun's off center, like usually like half on, half off.
Yeah.
And you can't adjust it because the cheese has melted it all together. It drives me
So
out of my fucking
they make
mind.
half the sandwich in one half of the box, the other half in the other, and then just close it unevenly.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had
Ugh.
a McDonald's double quarter pounder meal, and I was sitting in McDonald's eating it. And I took a bite of the double quarter pounder, and juice and blood ran down my chin.
Oh my God.
It was raw. And so like I was like, I took the bite and I'm like, and I go up and the lady's like, "You got a problem with your meal?" I said, "Yeah, it's raw." She goes, "No, that's impossible." I opened it up. She goes, oh God. So she then gave me a new burger and she's like, "Here's more fries." I said, I really don't want them because I don't have much of an appetite right now. And she's like, "Here's some apple pies." And they gave me like this mound of free food. It was probably so I wouldn't sue them because they were like, "Oh, we got a Chubbers here. If we give him enough food, he ain't going to sue." So, and they were right. I mean, they bought their way. We settled out of court with a couple of fry pies. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, it was the raw double quarter pounder that I ate.
I've had, being a vegetarian, I can't even pin it down to one there's a million times that they mess it up and I'll take a bite. So any of those are equally as bad.
Yeah. Now, I hate, like, Taco Bell is habitually screwing me over. Like, I'll order, like, okay, typical order for me and the family will be 2 7-layer burritos. I need a chili cheese burrito, then 2 chili cheese burritos with sour cream, a chicken quesadilla, and I'll get out like 4 hard tacos and, 2 of the Doritos Locos. And I'll be driving.
When you say for your family, you're talking your whole family.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Your brother and sister-in-laws.
No, most of that's George.
Jesus, that's a lot of meat, George. That's a lot of food.
What does
It's
that
a lot of
cost you?
I usually get out about $20, 20-something.
Wow.
Now, under the old prices, it was like $13.
Oh,
but
yeah,
now
absolutely.
it's literally like $20,
I know.
some dollars.
It costs $13, $15 for me to eat there by myself. So
And they'll be like, do you want something to drink? And I'm like, no, it's cool. I don't need the empty calories.
Yeah, Taco Bell used to be so cheap that your brother-in-law used to just like show up places with a box of tacos.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Well, now JD's brother has mastered, it got me turned on to the...
Spicy Tostitos or whatever they are.
Yeah, the spicy tostadas. They're the $1, but basically if you break them in half, it's a large taco. They are so good.
They're really good.
I love those
They're
things.
really good. Yeah, Nathan always brings like a big box of those.
Yep.
That's his move.
But the thing is going back to my story here real quick, I'll get home and they'll forget my Doritos Locos tacos or something like that. Or they'll like put some other food in there that I didn't order, like these potatoes or whatever. I'm like, God damn it. They always screw it up. But that's my fault because I'll have this giant Taco Bell order,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Notice
anybody...
that this is one of the longest shows we've ever done.
We're so passionate about it.
We did no research whatsoever. Or I guess you could say we did years of research.
Right, yeah. I've been
yeah.
research since I was 2.
But we didn't
okay.
We didn't read any articles. We didn't do anything for this. Like, it didn't require any extra work. It was just we have this knowledge,
Okay, well, I cannot end the show without talking about this first off. Back in the day when I was a young lad, we went to Taco Bell, okay? And I ate my meal at Taco Bell. And my buddy Jimmy and my brother, we were all out. And he goes, I bet you I could eat more Cholitos than you, which were the chili and cheese burritos before they were chili and cheese
That was my
burritos.
next question. What the hell is a Cholito? Okay.
A Cholito. And I go, I bet you you can't. And now I had already eaten 2 Cholitos, chili and cheese burritos, along with my meal. I think I got like 6 tacos, 2 chili and cheese burritos or whatever, all right? And he's like, let's do it. And I said, well, what do we win? He goes, just pride. So we order up all these chili and cheese burritos. I ate 12 chili and cheese burritos.
Holy shit.
Wow.
After my meal. And an hour later, I was buckled over on the ground with gas pain, afraid to move because I was convinced I was going to completely shit myself. And it was horrible. Horrible. And then when the gorditas came out, remember the gorditas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those are some of my favorites.
I got the Santa Fe gorditas, which had the black beans on them. And I was working at the plumbing company at the time. I ate 2 of those bitches, and I was getting ready to go out on a delivery. I fell on the ground because it gave me the worst gas of my life, and I literally thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital.
Wow.
Like I wanted somebody to stab me in the abdomen and just let the farts out because it was so bad.
Oh, God.
But I've done that, and White Castle. I used to. The best thing about White Castle is the little soggy burgers, okay?
Yep.
And I get their clam strips and whatnot. But the fact when you poop, it still smells like White Castle. And there's a lot to be said about that. That it just smells the exact same. So it's probably the beef doesn't.
No, because
But
I've had
White
Taco Bell
Castle,
do it, and I don't eat the meat.
I'm telling you, man, there's something that's like I'll eat Yitos from like Papa Gyros or whatever. The lamb meat, you can smell the lamb in your stool, and it doesn't smell like poop. It smells like lamb.
And you get real hungry.
And I do. Like I'm hungry now. I could go. I'm starved right now.
I know we're way over time here, but I love Sbarro's in the mall. Love it. I love all the New York pizzas.
Yeah,
in New
that
York
New
City.
York style pizza.
But Sbarro's and Napoli's downtown, though, is not really fast food, but Sbarro's
Oh my
is.
God, is that their pizza? You can take it and I
fold
fold
it,
the
yeah.
piece, and
Yeah.
just it's so good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Oh my God.
We could do a whole episode on pizza, just pizza.
We should.
Yeah, because I got Italo's pizza. I love pizza oven pizza with the
Oh,
sausage.
that's the worst pizza in the
Oh,
world.
it's so
The cheese
good.
is like it's like an inch and a half thick, and you can see right through
Yeah,
it.
it's delicious.
It's the worst pizza in the world. How you
watch
guys
your
eat
mouth.
that? And Krause's is the same.
Krause's
You guys all
Krause's
that's
double
not pizza.
crust. That's what I might get
Pizza.
today.
Oh, Krause's double crust. I eat the mushroom pepperoni sausage.
So gross.
Double crust. I could just literally order another one just so I can mount it while I'm eating.
Yeah, it's
Their
delicious.
their pepperonis are super tiny, and so they form up into a little bowl full of oil.
Yes.
It's like a cauldron, like little tiny little cauldrons of oil.
George
all
just
over
got
your pizza.
psycho eyes. He's like sexually
the
aroused
best.
when you said that. He went.
I am.
Yes.
He's talking dirty. He's talking. I'm about ready to shoot. It's just like, oh God, yeah, cauldrons of oil. Yeah, it's just so good. My God, boy, how can you not like
Those
pizza
are the worst two
oven?
pizzas. Like I won't even take free pizza oven pizza.
You probably
are the
like Cece's pizza.
Ugh.
I eat better than pizza oven, even though it might have killed me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Guys, we are
yeah.
shooting way long here.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I got more I want to talk about.
We could do a part 2 on this shit. We
Yeah,
could.
hell yeah, we can. Guys, this was the most fun episode that I think we've done in a long time. It just goes to prove that we have put years of hard work and dedication into it. Yeah. And we're probably going to be dead by 45-ish.
Well, I know how to cut like 10 minutes out of this. I can just cut that whole because I'm editing this. I can cut the whole butt cheese part out of
If
it.
you no,
If he edits it, I have the raw feed. If he edits that out, I'm re-editing the show and reposting it. So it will.
oh
be
yeah, and we're gonna make like a song of it, like cheese in my butt, cheese in my butt, warm strings, warm strings, prison purse. Yeah, so.
Oh my god, I love it.
All right, boys. Hey, listen, I had a blast. Until next time. Also, Woody, let them know how they can get a hold of us real quick.
TheShufflePod.com. You can listen to the show. You can email us or hit any of our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram feeds.
Instagram.
Tumblr, right?
Instagram.
Tumblr?
Yeah, and we're on Tumblr. I just still don't understand Tumblr. So I'm not going to advertise that
Also
one
on
yet.
Tinder.
Yeah, we are on Tinder. Swipe
Swipe
right.
right for us, please. Woody has no idea
Yep.
what that means. It's a dating hookup site.
Oh,
Big thanks to our friends, Conspiring to Argue, for spurning the conversation about the little tots and stuff. So,
From Taco John.
guys, this was, yeah. And I want to go to, like, I think they're from Iowa. I want to, like, take a sabbatical to Iowa so I could eat Taco John's taco dots or whatever they are. Potato dots. So, all right, boys. Until next week.
All right.
yeah, this was a fun one. Thanks.
All right.